I would love to test this too. Oh my gosh, this is getting so exciting. I'm getting so exciting. I just got to open and now it's saying that it's not responding. What, Creality? What? What is going on? I thought it was optimized.
Hello, welcome to Creality Printing. In this video, I'll be taking a look at Creality Print version 6. Yes, version 6. Let's scratch today's topic. So I just uploaded a new version of Creality version 5.1.7 and I did not know that version 6 is out too. After I uploaded that video, many of you would say that, well, what about version 6? There's the version 6. I was like, there's a version 6? And then I check it out and then, wow, there's a version 6. I will go and take a look at version 6 on all of the new things that they put into version 6 and we will see how that goes. And yeah, let's take a look at version 6 right now. Let's not waste any time.
Okay, we are now in Creality's wiki and this is the Creality Print 6 release note. Oh, this is amazing. I did not know that there was a Creality Print version 6, but here we are. So let's take a close look at this. And I will also leave this in the description down below. So if you are interested, you can go and take your time, look at this however long you want. But let's look at this now. The first thing that they put here is enhance slicing experience, significantly improve slicing efficiency. I have this problem with Creality Print where sometimes it cannot slice what you are putting into Creality Print. Usually it just loads and forever, and then sometimes it just crash out and it doesn't work. There's slicing many dinosaurs here, and look at version 5.1.7. It takes 354 seconds for the first slice. That is like almost 5 minutes just to slice this. That it's such a long time. Oh my gosh, 5 minutes to slice this. But then if you do a second slice, it will only take 213 seconds. But in the new version of version 6, it only slices in 124 seconds. And if you redo it again, it only takes 105 seconds. Here, Creality Print now enables users to complete the entire process of my download, which is the new workflow. You can basically just open files inside of Creality Print, import it in there and just print directly without having to go to the web, search, download and all of that stuff and then import it. Comprehensive management, manage all machine in one place. So my take on this is that Creality Print version 5 is like a really alpha beta test for the software and their 3D printers, because version 5 only allows the K1 series and the new Ender 3v3. Version 5 it's stable now, so that they upgraded to version 6 and added lots of new 3D printers into Creality version 6, which I think they might have took it from Orca slicers, but it's okay, it's fine, right? It's open source. I don't know, but I'm just gonna say it. People hate this phrase, but game changing. Okay, like this. The newly added fluid connection allows users to manage all their printers through one interface. You don't have to switch through programs anymore, which is game changing. So before, I used Creality Print to print, and then I used Orca slicers to monitor everything. But then I just switched to Orca slicer, which is so much easier. And now Creality Print have this. And yeah, fluid interface. From the look of this looks like main cell interface here, but whatever, you can connect to it and yeah, it's amazing. I'll show you what Creality Print interface looks like. This is what Creality interface looks like, or interaction, whatever you want to call it. It's so minimalistic. You can't even do anything in here. So you have printing information, you control, you can home, you can move up and down, left and right, you can turn on all the fans, the LED switch, you can see your files. Can you even print here? Start printing if you can. And you can load and unload. Control the heating temperatures. That's it. You don't even see the bed mesh, which is important, right? If you want to know where your bed is low and where it's high, you should be able to see your bed mesh, and you can't even see it in here, which is not good at all. Oh, and of course there's a camera. I will download version 6 and we will look at all the differences. Okay, the next thing, clear presets relationship. User can now view and manage the relationship between their printers, filament, and process files in one place. So Creality is just organizing everything. You can see your 3D printers, and then once you click on it, you can see your filament presets, everything right here. The next thing is superior print quality. I am interested in this and actually want to test this against the version 5.1. They say refine print quality, but doesn't really give us any information. but they do give us a Z seam assemble mode. So when making print in place, which is like an extendable sword right here, we often encounter issue with the Z seam adhesion. So to address this, they added the assemble mode option in Creality Print, which is right here, and this ensures proper model functionality and a clearance zone of 2mm radius around the Z seam point. So if we take a look at the picture right here, usually the Z seam is positioned at the sharpest angle to prevent it from showing too much. So if this is a normal slice, I believe all the Z seam will be right here, right here, right here, and right here, all in the middle where the sharpest corner comes in contact. But with this new assemble Z seam here, the Z seam starts on the outer wall, one is right here, and then staggers all the way over here, staggers back here, staggers in the middle here again, stagger over here, and then ends right here. So for the version 6, Creality added this new overhang optimization. It's still in beta. It will automatically identify overhang area. If we look at this, the first one over here, default, it will just print everything at the same speed, same cooling, but this is not true, to be honest. Usually it will still have something similar to what the overhang optimization is over here. It's not complete like this. For the past year, right, I've been trying to get my print to look something like this, because as the layer goes up, it starts to wobble more. So your 3D printer has to slow down in order to get the print quality better, and that's why you see color differences. At some places super shiny and other places not shiny. It's like matte, and I will show you a perfect example of this. The K2 Plus is still running, but like I mentioned, I will show you a perfect example of this, which is this box right here. If you look at the layer line right here, you can definitely see that right here is a lot more matte, then right here is a lot more glossy. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. We can totally see the differences here. So right here it prints faster, and then right here it prints a little bit slower, and that's exactly what this is right here. The green you print faster, the blue you print a little bit slower. This, I don't know, this is I think this is just for advertising here, but usually it'll be something like this or like this, because this is not even the version 5.1.7. Usually all 3D slicers do this. It will slow down on here to get better quality and rounding the corners so that it's just better, right? So here it will print fast because it has nothing in the way, and here it will just print zoom retract like that. So it does that does not really make sense in my opinion. And now we can take a look at the ones that Creality has printed. The default one looks like this. I will have to say, man, look at this right here. This end bottom right here, that looks amazing. If I'm being completely honest, that looks so much better than this and even this. Wow. That is surprising, but right here it just looked bad. And when I first got my K2 Plus, I did the print, and the overhang kind of looks like this one. And if we look at the new overhang optimization, it just look really well. But you can see that at this corner right here, it still has a small defect, and at the corner you can still see that it is kind of sagging. But for the first one, wow, that looks beautiful, right? Accurate printing target. Okay. Smart cooling zone, it's still in beta. This feature analyzes the geometry of model and automatically disable cooling slowdown for layers where it isn't needed, significantly reducing print time while maintaining quality. So let's take a look at this. The default one took 23 minutes, 36 seconds. The smart cooling zone took only 16 minutes, 17 seconds. So if we look at this, the print quality looks pretty similar on both, but it's just at the top here, there's just little bit of differences, and you can enable this in the printer setting on cooling, smart cooling zone right here. Oh, and look at this, currently support PLA filament. More filament will be added in future updates. Okay, why don't they just put it there and allow people to mess around with it, right? That could be so much better. Auto orientations. Yeah, finally they add auto orientation. So if you know the Orca slicers, it has this auto orientation for like the longest time right now, which is amazing. I love that feature. Where if you upload a model and it's upside down, you just click that button, auto orientation, and it will just poof, magically put the model into the best position where it has minimum support and you can print it the fastest time. Creality does not have that, which is sometimes, which is quite annoying because you have to adjust and there's like lots of stuff that you have to do. But it's good that it's there. It reduces your slicing time by a significant amount. Minimize support volume. For example, reduce support volume by 60%. Wow, really? Okay, this is interesting now. So for this card right here, it uses 178 grams of supports, and for the new version, it only uses 70 grams of support. I would love to test this too. Oh my gosh, this is getting so exciting. I'm getting so exciting. User can access this feature via the toolbar and choose the desired optimization options. Let's go. More amazing stuff. Stronger print models. To address the challenge of balanced strength print time and filament usage, Creality Print introduced the TPMS D cell infill pattern. Okay, not sure if Orca Slicers has this. I'm gonna search it up. But it's about time that Creality integrated new stuff into their slicers instead of waiting for other slicers to have it and then just take it. Okay, I just checked Orca Slicer, and Orca Slicers does not have this new TPMS D cell infill. And if we take a look at this, it just seems like it fills like so much of the infill. That is pretty much like what, 50 to 60% honeycomb 3D. But if we look at here, it's only 15%. And if we look at the bottom here, the TPMS D cell only uses 21 gram. The grid is 23 gram, crosshatch is 23, because if we look at here, there's so much filament, but it says down here that it uses less filament. The grid, it doesn't seem that much filament, but it says that it uses more, which is very interesting. And yeah, we will just have to test this out ourselves and see the differences. Enhance user experience. Auto sync user preset user can now sync user preset. Once activated, all user created presets automatically syncs to Creality Cloud. When switching device, simply log into your account, enable this option to treat all your presets. I have seen some people can't get their presets at all. Maybe it's a bug and hopefully they can get their presets back, but as of right now, we would just have to hope and test for it. Slice, print anytime, anywhere. With the ability to manage local or remote device in one user interface, user can enjoy stable LAN Wi-Fi printing at home and convenience. Creality Cloud printing while on the go. I really like Creality's Wi-Fi LAN printing. It is really good. You just have to connect your 3D printers to any slicers that supports Wi-Fi connection, and you can just print anywhere, which is always good. And if we look at that, it looks like the new interface for printing has changed significantly too. Simplify multicolor printing. Previously, filament color and types were automatically mapped to model, often overriding the original color. The new manual mapping features allow users to manually assign or modify model color when using multicolor printing. Okay, so this seems like a really different interface now. I don't know how this is gonna work, but since it's syncing and they say that it will the right color to the right place, it's amazing. Added badge customizations, tutorials, parameters for overhang area size, support distance, hybrid tree cross support. Wow, hybrid tree cross support. Wow, that is cool. Surface ironing, travel lift angle, ignore internal colors. Okay, so many things, so many stuff has added to version 6. Wow, that is a lot. Let's just go and look at Creality version 6 now. I just got it open and now it's saying that it's not responding. What, Creality? What is going on? I thought it was optimized. Okay, we are now officially in Creality Print version 6. So look at this. Wow, this looks amazing. Can I just sync? Where is my CFS though? Can I sync it here? Auto mapping? What's auto map? Flush volume. It looks like my CFS is gone. So the most important thing that I just want to look at is the device here. Let's search for our device and see if this will work. I have the K2 Plus on right now and it works. So let's add it. Look at that. We have added the K2 Plus. It's so nice. It just worked. Let's take a look at the details. And okay, this is Creality interface right here. So if we want to add fluid or main cell interface, we need to click the manual add right here. I'm going to copy my 3D printer's IP address first. Manual add, Creality or other. We're going to click other. Put it in the IP address and we click OK. It will pop out right here. So after your 3D printer's IP address, you put the colon and then 4408 or 4409. Either one works. So let's do that and see if that works. So let's click detail and boom, look at that. It works. Fluid interface. But there's one problem. On Fluid interface for the K2 Plus, there's no camera. The camera is not detectable in Fluid. Even if we go to setting, go to camera here, I tried adding the camera 3 times and it doesn't even work. It just gives you this error right here. Even if you enable it, it still just gives you this error right here. So I don't know how to get the camera. Maybe Fluid is not supporting the camera yet. Let's take a look at mainsail. I wish you can just edit the IP address directly from here, but you can't. You have to manually add it, or maybe I just don't know. Let's try 4409, which is mainsail, and we can take a look at it. I don't know, for whatever reason, my K2 Plus cannot connect to mainsail 4409. It cannot connect to that. It can only connect to 4408, which is Fluid. And if we look at this, there is lots and lots of new things that Creality has added into here. I'm just gonna load in a model right now. Okay, I just loaded my K2 Plus poop shoot slider, whatever you want to call it. This is the auto orientate. Let's click it. Orientate. Okay, I got this perfectly where I wanted, but I'm just gonna rotate this and see if this will work. So do it. Okay, yes, finally they added that. That is so nice. Some of the device that they add here. So they have all their K1 series and the K2, Ender 3, most of the Ender 3 series, or maybe all, I'm not quite sure. The CR series, is only the CR10, and there's Sermon, all their Anchor, Anycubic. They don't even have the Anycubic 3. Wow, that is like so far behind. Artillery, not even the new artillery. And yeah, it's just a couple Bamboo Lab, so they even include Bamboo Lab pictures in here. Okay, let's take a look at filament setting. Wow, that is really different. I don't really like this layout here because it seems that, just from the look of this, it seems that these are like gray out, so you can't access them until you click it. I wish those was in different color. It's just me. Auto temperature, you can do that. Printing temperature, that is new. Yeah, well, there's so many features. I'm not gonna go through every single one, or else the video might be like 1 or 2 hours long, been long already. So I will explore with the rest of the features that they added, and we'll give you guys an update in future videos, and even testing them to see if it actually improved or not, or it's just a gimmick. But let's take a look at one last thing before we wrap this up. The new TPMS D-cell. Look at that. So let's slice this and see if it takes a long time or not. My PC is running hard right now. And okay, there we go. Runs pretty fast. Pretty similar to the previous version. So let's take a look at this. And what? Okay, that doesn't look... Okay, that looks so weird. I'm doing the same thing. 15% TPMS D-cell, but it just looked like that. But if we go back and take a look at, if we look at this, 15%, and it looks so filled up. But if we look in the slicer here, the TPMS cell only at 15%. There's so much infill here. But when I slice it and look at it, it's only like so little. There's not much infill in there at all at 15%. That is so weird. At 50% it looks like that, which is still not as close to this. It's so weird. But hey, until 15% of this looks like this, I'm still just gonna be using Honeycomb 3D. 3D Honeycomb looks so much better and look so much more full. That's gonna be it for me looking at this. Like I said, I will test this and update you guys in the future.
Okay, as you saw there, version 6, oh my gosh, there's so many things on the version 6 of Creality Print. There's so many things that I want to test out, and I did. I tested out some of them. I've been using that for like a whole day now, and I'm starting to get used to the version 6 now. I can find things where they are. I know how to sync in the Ace Pro, and if you want to sync in the Ace Pro, you have to use Creality interface. If you use Fluid or mainsail, which it doesn't even work for me, but maybe it works for you. If you use Fluid, it does not allow you to sync your CFS with Creality Print. Even though it's in Creality Print, it's not using their Creality interface, it's using Fluid interface, so you cannot connect the CFS with it. Like I said, there's so many things to cover, so many things to test print, and I just did one of the test print, which is here right now. I'll show you. I will even put an image right here of what I test. This is what I test print, and can you guess which is which? Which one is version 5 and which one is version 6? Can you tell the difference? They look really similar in my opinion. this is a retractable sword, and I will rip this thing and you can decide which one is which, and then I will tell you. Okay? Okay? Wow. There's a difference, right? Okay, so these two are very similar, but for these two, I tested the assemble Z theme. So this one is the version 5.1.7. I wrote it down there right there. And the theme on here is, these are turnables. So even though they put the seam here, you can just rotate them and get the seam at the same line right here. Look at that. The seam is right there. Even for the version 6 right here, right? You can just rotate these Z seam and have them positioned elsewhere. But there is a little bit of differences. I feel like the tolerance of version 6 is a little bit better than on the version 5.1.7, just due to that assemble Z seam. It doesn't really come back. But this one, it kind of comes back. So the tolerance for this is a little bit better, and the tolerance for this is a lot tighter. So it's just a minimum differences between the tolerance and whichever you like. Yeah, even though I flick it so hard right there, it still comes back. I don't know why. Just shaking it, you can hear that. But this one, you don't hear anything. Yeah, this thing is coming back down again. Wow, what is this tolerance? Oh my gosh. Well, it's basically the same thing. It does not matter what the Z seam is positioned, because these are rotatable, so you can just put them however you want. It may impact the beginning, but the end result, I feel like it's very similar. Well, that will be it for this video of me looking at Creality Print version 6. There's so many more to explore, as I said before, so I will keep doing that. And leave a comment down below. Have you downloaded Creality Print version 6? Do you like it? Have you found any problems, bugs, and stuff like that? Can you get the camera to work? Can you connect to Maceo? And can you use Fluid with the CFS? Let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel because more amazing stuff like this is coming, and as always, keep on 3D printing. But before you leave, if you are in need of lithium-ion batteries, check out my store right here. It's scratch3dbattery.store. You can choose from various type of connectors, T-plug with a balanced charger, or just a simple JST SM plug, or if you need XT60 or XT30, it's also available with a balanced charger. You can choose from various type of battery pack and connectors that suits your needs. So once again, if you need high quality lithium-ion battery pack, check out my store, scratch3dbattery.store. There will be a link in the description down below, and thank you so much.